Heather, and I'm here with Jonathan Weibold.
Morning, Heather.
Good morning. The great hypnotist, the great Jonathan.
Well, you know, there's something about that. You don't call yourself whatever then, because if you have to call yourself the great Jonathan or the amazing Jonathan, you're probably not.
I love that.
Just
well,
Jonathan.
We'll call you that then. We'll
Just
call you that.
Jonathan.
Okay, just Jonathan. And you have a show coming up called Imagine That. I love that
I do.
title.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah, down at Main Street, right down the street. Main event, excuse me. Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show starts at 7 o'clock. Got about 15 minutes before I go on. We'll have Mr. Dan Edwards. He's a local comedian from upcountry area. Moved up a couple of years ago and has opened up for me. He's really nice, good, clean, straight humor.
So what's his comedy like?
Good.
Yeah. That's good. Well, that's
He's
a plus.
funny.
That's he's funny.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, well, you have to come and see.
Yeah.
That's what-
Yeah.
But
So
no,
how much are the tickets?
tickets are $10
Okay,
in
cool,
advance,
cool.
available at the main event, or $12 at the door.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not the biggest venue in the place. That's, I mean, in the county, that's for sure. But nice, comfortable little area. And
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Excellent.
Dick's been after me. Dick's the owner of the main event, and really involved with the Elks Lodge, and we did a couple shows up at the Elks Lodge that went pretty well. And he just kind of, we got to do one here, we got to do one here, and well, okay, it's not that big a spot, Dick, and you know, that kind of thing. But if you want to give it a shot, let's give it a shot.
So last time you were here, I think you had a theme, right, for your show? I can't remember.
always do.
Okay, so what's the Imagine That theme? What's
Imagine that.
Yeah, so
I
it's
mean,
just open.
This is what happens in a hypnosis show, is that you just, it's about using your imagination and your creativity.
Yeah.
You tap into your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
When you go into a hypnotic state, you tap into your subconscious mind. People do it that are creative, they do it all the time. People, artists, musicians, speakers, whenever they tap into their subconscious mind, they use their imagination, they use their creativity.
Yeah, this is so interesting actually, because I just went to a writers conference because I'm beginning to my writing journey, and it's called Write to Inspire. So it was how to inspire through your writing. And so one of the speakers spoke about tapping into our subconscious, and she talked about the conscious mind is a small part compared to the subconscious, and the subconscious is responsible for the creativity, and it's more of a visual language than a verbal language. Does that make sense to you? Kind of sounds like what you're
it's
talking
different
about.
for everybody. Some people, you ever talk to some people and they go, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, then they're a visual type person. This is a kinesthetic kind of, their kinesthetic system.
Yeah.
Some people, I hear you.
Yeah.
Boy, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
They're an audio type person. So they may be more inclined to hear things and go into a, you know, more of an imagination. Some people, I can feel your pain, you know, I can feel, I feel what you're saying, you know. So.
What do you think, where are you, do you know, about those three?
I try to be all of the above.
Yeah. And you can be, can't you, to be in tune with all those?
Well, you'll pick it up in conversation, that, you know, people are more, you know, visual. So you might be able to have them go ahead and close your eyes and imagine yourself. Imagine yourself sitting next to a nice, calm lake or stream. And you can go ahead and take a nice deep breath and just begin to relax. As you just go ahead and just release and relax and allow yourself. Then they would be able to visualize themselves actually, you know, sitting.
That's how I am.
And then some people, you might want to go ahead and sit down next to the lake. You can hear the trees blowing, and you can hear the water rustling over the rocks. And for that audio person, they'll be able to connect with that image.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Are you hypnotizing me right now?
No.
Just kidding.
But you already are.
That's right. Yeah.
No.
So you can use hypnosis for a variety of applications. Tell us more about that.
Well, it's very popular, obviously, or not obviously, but it's one of the biggest known uses for hypnosis is stopping smoking.
Yes, absolutely.
It's been very successful.
And how does it work? How does it help people stop smoking?
It changes your mind about smoking.
Okay.
You see, your subconscious mind, you know, has convinced yourself that you need this cigarette to feel better, or this is what I do after I eat. It's a habit. This is something that you have used as a habit, and this is where your habits are, is in your subconscious mind.
Yeah, yeah.
They were created a long time ago, years and years ago, and so you're attached to this thinking, and in hypnosis, you can talk to the subconscious mind and say, you know what? You just don't need that anymore. You're kind of over that.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to get away from a long time. You understand that there's no benefit to smoking. You already know that. All you have to do is,
That's great. That's a fantastic use.
in a hypnotherapy session, you're speaking to the subconscious mind, not the conscious mind. We're speaking consciously right now.
Right.
But if I was to go ahead and ask you to close your eyes and go ahead and just relax and take a breath, I would be able to speak to your subconscious mind.
And so that's how we get into our creativity, isn't it? Or a large part of our creativity. Or maybe a better way of saying it is our unlocking our creativity is by getting into the subconscious. Correct.
And yeah, it'd take longer to talk about a little bit than 8 minutes.
Yeah.
But then there's your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind is how you drove over here today. You drove over here today. You don't even have to think about starting the car, or using the brakes, or turning the signals, or turning the lights on. It's just automatic, and you can drive along
and zone out and go, how did I get here?
Hypnotized. And all of a sudden you go, wow, that was a fast drive.
Yeah.
As you thought about, your next career move, or your book, or your last meeting, or your next interview.
Yeah.
And you're driving this hunk of metal down the road at 70 miles an hour.
Isn't that crazy?
And you're in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's so the mind is so amazing.
And this is why, it's really hard to get people to be open to the idea of hypnosis because of Dracula.
Yeah, exactly.
Look into my eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Scooby-Doo and Hollywood.
Hollywood's really kind of made fun of it.
Like I told Richard, he knows more about interstar galactical travel than he knows about hypnosis.
Yeah.
And it goes for most people.
And so a person, in order for them to be hypnotized, they really have to be open to it, right?
Just have to be, be willing to be hypnotized and focus and concentrate. That's it.
So do you remember what happens in hypnosis when you come out of it?
Some do, some don't.
Okay.
Some do, some don't. Some people go deeper, some people go shallower, most people go up and down.
Can you say if someone's wants to be hypnotized to kind of unlock that creativity? Would they be like record the session maybe to be able to hear?
That's totally up to the client and up to the person. If you, yes, and you can make a copy of that and then go home and listen to it before they go to bed and go to sleep.
Well, let's plug your event one more time. Make sure we get that, and then we're going to go to break.
This Saturday night, the main event, downtown Jackson. And I'd love to see you come on out, have some fun. This type of hypnosis is really just for, giggles and entertainment and have fun. It is not our intention to embarrass anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody comes up voluntarily. You can ask Austin.
Yeah, and we will.
Right.
It's good. Well, I hope you have a great show, Jonathan. It's good to see you as
I'd
always.
like to see you come out, maybe.
It'd be fun to have you, or to see you, to be hypnotized, actually.
Right.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Check out our new website upgrade. Now, news on demand. Streaming video, a TV set,